Hello, everybody, and hello, everybody. Sorry about that. And right as I click to go on air, that one of the helmets fell. So I'll move this away so you don't see my face too close when I'm turning around here. Trying to put this back. Stay. All right. Anyways, I apologize about that. As it falls again. Anyways, I have the matchup of the week: the Colts at home, Indianapolis Colts, going against Jays, talking WJ, Cleveland Browns, Stephen A, and his Indianapolis Colts. The battle of talking WWJ, so to speak. I don't know if it's just my couch and being too close to the wall or whatever it being. Helmets sometimes don't stay there, but seriously, the hell? Because the Colts just are a team that I just can't put up there. Maybe they don't never deserve game of the week. Well, technically, I want to put this as the game of the week. I don't know why this isn't staying on. It's what I got. It's my couch being too close to the wall. I can't push it back any further. All right. Well, again, I apologize for that. Please don't hit a dislike on the video because of that. I mean, if you do, you do. It's your prerogative. But just had a little issue. Just like here with the camera. I'll get that fixed too. But anyways, welcome to the Sports Talk Network channel. Specifically here today, welcome to Talking Packers with Steve. I did use a WWE theme song for my intro because why the heck not? There's not like these NFL intro songs or like NFL teams. You know, that'd be kind of cool. I'll talk about a random thought, which I will be doing a video again. My second video of random thoughts, some that I did write out already so I could remember, and then whatever comes to my mind while the show's on. I mean, that video. And that would be Friday at some point on that day randomly for random thoughts number 2. But anyways, welcome here to my NFL show. Predictions for week 3. Review quickly of week 2. Part of me wants to just get this episode over with. Got hit a long day. But I just don't want to miss out. I want to give a shout out to excuse me, shout out to Cameron Chase, to Mark Rambo, my team members, and others. On the wrestling side and NFL side as well. Also to Team Boy TV Live, Glass, McHugh, JB as well. Shout out to them. They go live usually each and every week with their NFL content as well. So definitely welcome to check them out. But here we go with week 3. Week 2 was interesting. One thing I wanted to say one last time to get off my chest. Matt Stafford, all you had to do was throw one long pass over 20 yards, I think it is, or complete 2 short passes for Pro Eagle Jr., however, and I would have won my fantasy football game in one of my leagues. I lost by a point. So, and I know that's for a fact because I was live scoring, live updating during the Monday Night Football game. Like, he just needs to complete 1 pass that was long or 2 short passes in that drive. And I would have won. But then again, it was my own fault because I had 2 players on the bench that got over 10 points because I believed in a Bengals or a Ravens wide receiver, Jeremy Maclin, and Nelson Aguilar of the Eagles. God forbid I believe in players. But anyways, don't worry, I'll get over it at some point. I'm sure I will. Just wanted to get that off my chest again here, as I did on Twitter. I think I did. Not like I mentioned Matthew Stafford or the Lions or anything like that. Like crazier NFL fantasy football players are out there, whether daily fantasy or regular fantasy football. Either way, they act a little crazier. Me, I'll just, as I did that night, went crazy here personally at home, where no one saw or heard, to myself or to others. And here, just once here on camera, during my NFL show as well. So, like I said, I'll get over it. And like I said, unlike other ones that might have had the same situation with players and lost their fantasy game that week because of a certain player and whatever, I don't tweet at them because in the end, it's just fantasy football. As fun as it is to win, as competitive as I am, it's just a fun thing to do. That being fantasy football or picking games or this and that. But there still is that competitive nature in me that sometimes shows out too much and cares too much either way. But whatever, I don't know if you guys did that as well. Welcome to like the video, share the video. Thanks to all those watching live. As I see here, as I finally get the live chat up. That freaking all jersey. So thanks for being here. But my game of the week, like I said, had the Indianapolis Colts. Gosh darn it. Also, when I have my hopefully my camera will be working as it works for pretty much all my other videos. But anyways, when I do my there I am. When I do my my random video on Friday, which called Random Thoughts, the second time I did it. Check out the first one so you know what that what the basis synopsis of those videos or that show, so to speak, I guess you can call it. You're on the channel, show within the channel. But the series is all about. It's obviously it's easy to find out, but I'm just saying if you want to know more, check out the last video, understand it even better. Understand it even better, and then I'll be doing that on Friday, random time on Friday, whenever I'm able to, or after work, or whenever I can. Obviously, I'll come up do the video. I do have a couple of my random thoughts already written down, so I don't forget. But then beyond it, any other random thoughts, it can be about anything, politics, sports, maybe even share my life. I know there's one thing that I will be sharing, which I was going to get to. There's one announcement I'll be making. Kind of, I'm nervous about it, but also have to be upfront about it because it is what it is and it'll affect me forever. So I'll be sharing that in that random thoughts video on Friday. At some point tomorrow, of course, is my Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Well, those that do watch WWE and do watch my channel and the podcast. This week, of course, being pay-per-view week, being WWE No Mercy week, and everybody doing predictions. So my predictions coming out, my turn up to bat, my show being up to bat tomorrow night, so to speak. I have been a couple of guys hopefully be able to make it to include Mounty's Corner and maybe even Josh himself, Chief General on Twitter. So I want to share that as well. But anyways, for NFL Week 3, but going back to Week 2, here are the recaps and here are the scores for all the games in Week 2. Thursday Night Football, Houston Texans defeat the Bengals 13-9, and what could have been a better game, but wasn't. Deshaun Watson balling out in his debut as a starter. Panthers over the Bills 9-3. Buccaneers stomped the Bears in their home opener and season opener. So there you go. Buccaneers over the Bears 29-7. Steelers defeat the Vikings 26-9 in a game that I thought would be much closer. Arizona defeats the Colts. That team right there. 16-13 in overtime in a game that I thought should have been the other way. Like the Steelers won 26-9 against the Vikings. That score should have went to the Cardinal-Colts game. And the score from the Arizona-Indianapolis game should have went to Minnesota-Pittsburgh game. I'm just saying. That's where I assumed it to be, and I'm sure I predicted it last week of that score, where the Steelers-Viking game close, Cardinals-Colts game not so close, obviously. Patriots over the Saints 36-20. Adrian Peterson, you really should have just retired. I'm sorry. You should have just retired as a Minnesota Viking, quote unquote, stayed with one team and went on from there. It's not going to work. It's not working in New Orleans. It's not going to work anywhere else as much as you think it will. You're just not the same Adrian Peterson. And you can act and knock off all you want and say you are, but you're not, bro. Sorry. Jay, again, the Cleveland Browns. This team right here. Woo. Cleveland Browns last week against the Baltimore Ravens. My friend Kyron Chase on Twitter at SplashBro Kyron. Shout out to him. I don't know if he's watching or not, but either way, shout out to you, bro. Kyron Chase. That's SplashBro Kyron on Twitter. He will hopefully be with me tomorrow night. He said he should be. If you can, hey, he has school, he has other priorities that may preclude him to be on. But he is my co-host for the Wrestling Ramble, for Steve's Wrestling Ramble, my W podcast show. Ravens over the Browns 24-10. Chiefs over the Eagles 27-20. Titans over the Jaguars 37-16, where I thought the Jaguars would have made it a closer game, let alone I thought they were actually going to win. But there you go. Raiders crushing, stomping, destroying, just simply beating, we can say it that way, I guess, defeating the New York Football Jets 45-20. Dolphins, just like the Buccaneers, because of the hurricane and Hurricane Irma, both teams not being able to play their game against each other in week 1. So their season started in week 2. Buccaneers start off with a win at home. Dolphins start off with a win on the road against the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, those in the broadcast booth, Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, by the way, broadcast booth, Tony Romo, Hall of Fame, broadcasting should already be cemented if they did such a thing. But no, seriously, he's been doing great. And I was lucky to hear him because he calling for the Patriots Saints game. So the noon game there. Anyways, moving right along. Broncos, Glass of Team Boy TV Live. His Denver Broncos against the Cowboys. They get a big win, 42-17. So not only a big win for the Broncos as an organization and for the team this season, but a big win as, exponentially. But no, winning 42-17 over Dallas Cowboys. And that's the Dallas Cowboys that technically does still have Zeke Elliott, who's Kenny S. should be on the pine. Sorry, next week. It probably won't be. And it probably won't be for the rest of the season because of stupid bullshit reasons. But anyways, whatever. You'll have to serve the suspension at some point. Whether it's the first quarter or first eight games or 9 games, whatever games next year, where it could even be extended more for maybe for a whole season, or whatever, 6 games, 8 games next year, or later on in this season. Which one would you like, Ezekiel Elliott? If I were you, I would have just taken it for the first 6 games of the regular season, be a damn man, and move frick on. But no, you're being a little, you know what? An itchy itch. Let's just put it that way. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion, right? You guys can, guys, gals, men, women, can let me know if you strongly disagree with what I just said about Zeke, but that's just how I see it. Stevie K here, your host, Steve. Anyways, back to the scores. The Broncos do beat the Cowboys 42-17 in that game. Seahawks over the 49ers 12-9. That game should not have been that close. Yeah, we'll just simply say it that way. Redskins beating the Rams 27-20. I was really pulling for the Los Angeles Rams to get a win here. They have a chance to be 3-0 as I'll talk about here in the next week. With predicting week 3. My Green Bay Packers, this team right here, Packers didn't do so or great on Sunday night. 23-34. Yeah, the score looked like it was close, but Falcons whooped our butts. They own us, it seems like. At least it seems like in the last couple of meetings. Destroying us in the NFC Championship game, winning last season in the regular season, yes, by 1 point, but still winning. So in a way, owning us, they just have our number. We may be a stronger Packers team, but they're a stronger Falcons team. That Super Bowl hangover is over. It's continuing to be legit for real. And a team also for legit for real, the Detroit Lions, getting a win over the Giants 24-10. Yes, Giants might be their own mess and stuff going on over there. But Lions, they are now the leaders in the NFC North. And actually, even though I didn't plan to do this because, how I do on my Steve's Wrestling Ramble show, I kind of do the same thing here, rambling about whatever. I want to actually show the standings for 2017 so far. And just doing this after 2 weeks. Obviously, if you guys already know this, it's fine, but I just want to go through it because I can. AFC East, Dolphins 1-0. Bills 1. So Dolphins are in the head of the lead, even though they have 1 game 1-0, because it is an undefeated record. So that's how that works. Just in case anybody cared to question it, even though I'm sure you wouldn't. But just in case, there's your explanation. Miami Dolphins 1-0 in the top of the division. Bills 1-1. Patriots 1-1. Jets 0-2. AFC West, the mighty AFC West, I guess. Why not? Broncos 2-0. Raiders 2-0. Chiefs 2-0. Chargers 0-2. Oh, okay. AFC North, Flashball Kyron Chase, his Baltimore Ravens 2-0. Steelers 2-0. Bengals 0-2, and Jay of Talking WWJ, his Bengals 0-2, and also the Bengals. Kyron Chase, his brother, is a Bengals fan. He's had some videos on his channel. Again, check it out. Kyron Chase, this Kyrin, and then Chase, Chase. Kyron Chase. Check out the YouTube channel. He has videos of his brother when the Bengals lost the last 2 weeks, being 0-2, of course, and his brother's reaction. So that's his brother's team, the Bengals, and his team, Kyron's, is the Ravens. So that's interesting. Twice a year with that matchup. And Jay, the host of Talking WJ in that division as well, the Browns. And I know a couple of people that are Steelers fans personally. So I know at least a representative of all 4 teams in the AFC North, one way or another. AFC South, the Tennessee Titans 1-1, Jacksonville Jaguars 1-1, Texans 1-1, and the Indianapolis Colts, Stephen A. 1181 against Stephen A. 1181. His Indianapolis Colts 0-2. And the National Football Conference in the NFC East, the Eagles 1-1. Cowboys 1-1, Redskins or the Washington team 1-1, Giants 0-2. NFC West, Seahawks 1-1, Cardinals or Norbcam, my friend and fellow YouTuber Norbcam, Seahawks fan. His Seahawks 1-1, Cardinals 1-1, Rams 1-1, 0-2 49ers. So technically the West, it seemed like for a couple of years, can be taken by anybody. That's the Rams. They could have been 2-0 and maybe even 3-0 with the matchup this week. Again, I'll get to that here shortly. Could have had a stranglehold on that division. I'm just saying. With their new head coach, and that guy seems awesome. I want to play for him. If I could play football, and you guys can see me and see my studly look, that only position I could have ever played in the NFL or football, period, in any level, high school, college, or NFL. Yeah, exactly. Punter or place kicker, or just, that in itself, which is fine. I did like when I was younger. I used to have that orange tee with my football, and my father actually made with building material or whatever wood or whatever building wood stuff, made the extra, the sides, on my swing set or on our fan, swing set there to make an upright. So I did do a lot of field goal kicking in my backyard. Just like, you talk about kids that they were young with touchdown passes or catches and all that other stuff, winning Super Bowls. I was the kid pretending that I'm winning a Super Bowl with a kick. So, I don't know. Maybe even at 30, I could try to get into the NFL as a kicker. Who knows? Not, as a place kicker. Point being, just wanted to share a little story, a little background about Steve, in case you are watching already deep into this episode to even hear this. But anyways, moving on. NFC North, the mighty NFC North, the Lions, 2-0. Detroit Lions, 2-0. The Minnesota Vikings, 1-1. The Green Bay Packers, woohoo, go Pack, go. 1-1. And my friend at OTRS Central and at the Jeff Select Daddy here on YouTube, Select Daddy TV and OTRS Central, his Chicago Bears, 0-2. NFC South, Falcons, 2-0. Panthers, 2-0. Buccaneers, Lindsey Bell, beautiful. See Lindsey Bell here on YouTube, and friend of mine. Her Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 1-0. And the Saints, 0-2. 0-2. So that's just the standings for right now as we head into week 3 of the National Football League. I just want to get back here to the live chat in case more joined in or had any other thoughts. Again, if you're watching live, welcome to like the video. It does help a lot for the channel. And welcome to share the video, because that obviously helps out as well. Let's go to the week 3 predictions, since not too many others were joining in. Like I said, I usually like to let people, sort of the conversation or drive the conversation. That's why I do this. It's like me talking to you. It's just a big conversation, back and forth, talking NFL football. Rams, 49ers. I have the Rams over the 49ers, 27-13. Kyron Chase at Splash Bro Kyron. His Ravens against the Jaguars. I have the Ravens over the Jaguars, but in a close game. I think Kyron would agree it would be a close game. Jaguars are a team to shake your head at. Ravens over the Jaguars, 27-24. There you go. Broncos I have the Broncos beating the Bills in that matchup, 23-17. Steelers against, my friend OTRS Central / Slick Daddy TV here on YouTube. Bears, it's Chicago Bears. I have the Steelers over the Bears 17-10. Saints, Panthers, I have the Panthers over the Saints 9-3. Buccaneers, Vikings, I have the Vikings over the Buccaneers 35-13. And my game of the week here that I do have is my game of the week. The Cleveland Browns facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going with the Browns over the Colts 17-3. Dolphins against the Jets. I get the Dolphins over the Jets 21-13. Texans against the Patriots. Patriots over the Texans 45-10. 45-10. Falcons, Lions. I have the Lions over the Falcons 13-12. 1-point win. Because why not? Hint, hint. Giants facing the Eagles. I got the Eagles over the Giants 24-17. Giants woes continue. Seahawks against Titans. Seahawks over the Titans 35-13. Chiefs against the Chargers. Chiefs over the Chargers 45-13. Bengals, Packers. I have the Packers over the Bengals 52-27. Raiders and Washington team. My Raiders win on the road, continuing their greatness. 27. Yep, 27-13. Monday Night Football, Cowboys and the Cardinals. This one's going to be interesting. But then again, it took the Cardinals so much to defeat Indianapolis last week. So I'm going to go Dallas over Arizona 35-28. There, those are my predictions for the games. I announced a little bit of the other things as well. Palmer J. Simmons, the hashtag keep pounding. Cool. And welcome to smash that like button as well, Palmer J, while you're here. And also welcome to sign into those other accounts you have and like this video as well if you want to. But I thank you for stopping by. But like I said, wanted to have this episode up, share again my predictions for week 3, analysis from week 2, a great week 2 for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how everything goes down in the NFL for week 3 indeed. So thanks to everybody that watched live and those that will be watching archived. And as always, take care.